It's currently 2:10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, August 29th, 2025. And we're back at it with another general timeless intuitive reading for my soul tribe divine divinity. And whoever resonates with any of these messages at any time that you come across them, anything that resonates, you want to be sure that you're going within into the Holy Spirit of the Most High for confirmation as to how the energies, the messages, the vibrations, and frequencies pertain to you in your personal situation. It's an effort to create and foster an intimate one-on-one relationship with the Most High. Okay. It also, while doing that, it also helps exercise our discerning intuitive muscle, okay, our spiritual ingenuity, okay, something like that. Okay, so there's something about the number 45 or April 5th, so it could have something to do with not a Taurus, or it could have something to do with a Taurus and an Aries, in Aries season, okay, or something like that, okay, so that energy is automatically coming out. So I'm just going to deal with the energy back up until yesterday, August 28th. Power, wisdom, and resilience. Someone's pilot light is not lit, so they needed your flame in order to ignite their stove. Okay, a seed of awareness. Okay, 12, 12, 10. That synchronicity could be significant to you. 12, 12, 10 in that format, or December 10th, or sorry, December 12th, 2010 is significant. 12, 12, 10, 12, 12 manifestations by completing out a cycle. 10, completion. 10th house energy, Saturn and Capricorn, so karma and the devil, professional path, what you do for a living, public persona, how people view you, possibly in regard to what you do for a living, social standing, your actual rank in society. So 10th house energy, Saturn and Capricorn, karma and the devil, broken contracts, addictions, obsessions, lack of integrity. 12, 12, December 12, Sagittarius, 12 manifestations, 12, 12th house energy. So that's the unconsciousness, the unknown of spirituality and karma. Okay, so we're dealing with the unknown. Okay, leaning into the unknown. Okay, so again, I think I talked about that in prior videos or lives. Okay, so leaning into the unknown. Leaning into the unknown. Okay, so I want to get some numbers out here. Okay, start with the forecasting of energies using my numerology and dice. The aptitude for an attitude of gratitude. So coming this way, we have 161 on the dice. You know, ones talk about individuality, self-unconditional love. I'm hearing self-importance, encouragement, self-empowerment. Okay, self-awareness, because we can't. I always say that we can't possibly be consciously aware of others without consciously being aware of ourselves. Okay, 422, 424 on the clock timer. Something about April 22nd to April 24th. Okay, so that's Taurus. Okay, right there. So something about Taurus and Aries here. Okay, so goes on to say we can't be aware of others if we're not aware of ourselves. But how do we perceive ourselves to be? Self-perceptivity. Okay, one also talks about new beginnings, because we saw with 12, 10 that we have manifested by completing a cycle, so we're now in a new beginning energy, a new beginning phase, a new cycle. One also talks about leadership energy, being the type of leader that creates and builds other leaders, and not someone who's in it for clout. Grand rising to you, Marlene Carr. Okay, so that's the type of energy that we're in when we're talking about the number one. Okay, one is also first house energy, Aries and Mars. So we're talking about, it could be some aggressive energy now, but it's also bold and courageousness, taking the initiative to get the job done. Okay, what's up, Ria? Welcome everybody on TikTok Live. Taking the initiative to get the job done, not waiting for tasks to be delegated to you regarding people, places, and things. This is like, it's also giving me like Emperor energy, male or female. Okay, 12 universal laws. Okay, it's giving me the 12th universal law, what people need to understand when we're talking about spirituality and energies. Everything is energy first, and then energy breeds matter. Okay, leaning into the unknown, energy breeds matter. Okay. And when we're talking about energy, we need to understand the four elements of energy: masculine, feminine, light, shadow, which we all have. Each set of those four elements of energy. Okay? The four elements of energy. Okay, so there's four elements of energy. Okay, masculine, feminine, light, and shadow, which we all possess individually. Okay, now the way it shows up in human form is scattered. It's all over the place. Okay, we come into this world newly formed as a baby. Okay, with all of those energies just ripe for the plucking, if you will. Welcome everybody coming in. Okay, ripe for the plucking, if you will. Okay, 908 on the clock time, on the Hearts reaction. So 908 could be significant. A Virgo, September 8th could be significant. Let's see here. 908 area code. Central and northwestern New Jersey, including the cities of Elizabeth, Elizabeth, Plainfield, Phillipsburg, and Newark. Okay, it was created in 1990 as an overlay for the 201 area code. The 908 area code includes parts of the following counties: Union, Somerset, Hunterdon, Warren, Morris, Northern Middlesex. Okay, and cell phones in Monmouth and Ocean. Okay, so leaning into the unknown, energy breeds matter. Four elements of energy: masculine, feminine, light, shadow. We come into this world formed as a baby with all of those aspects. Okay, now as we grow, we are formed by society, the matrix, as to how these energies show up in us, okay? And from there's birth, toxic masculinity, toxic femininity, toxic light, and toxic shadow. There's toxicity in all of those aspects, while there are high vibration, non-toxic energies. Okay, it's up to us in this spiritual journey first to be able to identify the matrix of toxicity, okay, that we're born into. Okay, I often say that I was born and forged in the abyss regarding my background and my life, my upbringing, and that's true. But that's true for all of us. to a certain extent. Okay, now the intensity of that level in which it reflects in us remains to be seen on an individual basis, but it still resonates vibrationally and energetically, existentially on some level. Okay, now this spiritual journey leaning into the unknown, 12th house energy, the unknown, the unconsciousness about spirituality and karma, is how to figure this shit out for us individually. And then by us doing that within, aka healing ourselves, we show other people to how to do that, you know, giving different perspectives, and it's up to them to whether accept or reject those perspectives and to go within and integrate them into something for them and go and pass the torch. They're on creating our own soul tribes, collectives, but yet interconnectedness, working with each other instead of, you know, staking claim, you know, to reign, you know, and authority and dictatorship and such. Okay, so one is that type of energy, Aries, Mars, okay, taking action, masculine energy. Okay, and that's the thing about toxicity within these four energetical elements, is that people think that it has to reflect in a physical type of way, but the energies show up differently. Everything is birthed through feminine and light. Okay, everything is birthed from feminine energy. The darkness is the unknown. That's what the feminine energy waits in. It allows and it attracts and it manifests within the unknown. It is the masculine energy that takes action from that which was imparted from the abyss, the feminine energy, and in the light of day takes the action. Okay, so that's how the divine feminine and masculine energy in respect to the light and shadow energies correlate, in my opinion. So back to the numerology. 1, okay, all of that. Okay, second dice we have 6, which is finding and maintaining balance, which we know balance is subjective per each individual. Okay, this could also show up in 6th house energy. Okay, so Virgo and Mercury, communication, okay, attracting communication regarding the balancing your work routines and schedules, okay, including work, self-care, leisure, fitness and nutrition routines such as that, being disciplined or the need to be disciplined in those areas. Okay, and then we have on the final dice is 1, so we just talked about that. So we got Aries, Mars, Virgo, and Mercury. So we have divine feminine energy here attracting something that's being communicated, okay, regarding the discipline of you and how you show up in this balanced energy. Okay, you're showing up in feminine, masculine, light, and shadow. Okay, and let's just make this inherently clear that feminine doesn't automatically mean female. Masculine doesn't automatically mean a man. Light doesn't automatically mean good. And shadow doesn't automatically mean bad. Okay? We have that contrast in polarity in each element of energy. Okay? This feels like more like a teaching session that we got going on right here, okay? So together we have 161 as the spirit number. So let's see what the spirit message is here for Fem Masculine. Spirit number 161. Okay. The angel number, spirit number 161, is interpreted as a message to maintain a positive mindset and focus on your desires, as your thoughts directly influence the material aspects of your life. Okay? It signifies new beginnings, the importance of loved ones, and the need to share your loving energy with your family and friends. Okay? Let's see what else it says here for Fem Masculine, divided chosen ones. Angel number, spirit number 161 brings a message that your material needs are manifested by your positive attitude, expectations, and actions. Keep your focused on your focus, okay, on your highest goals and aspirations when the angel number 161 appears, and keep a positive and optimistic mindset. When you have high expectations and affirm and visualize them, it assists with manifesting your desired goals and aspirations into your life. Angel number, spirit number 161 may be indicating that a new relationship is imminent. Either, okay, my bad, my screen timed out. Okay, it may be hinting that a new relationship is imminent, either with a newcomer or through reignited love in your existing relationships. Be open to giving and receiving love. Do not fear the new. Okay, do not fear the new. Do not fear the new. Okay? Do not fear the new. Leaning into the unknown by leaning into your fears. Do not fear the new. Okay? Leaning into the unknown by leaning into your fears. Leaning into the unknown by leaning into your fears. Marlene Carr says reciprocity. Yes, Marlene Carr, I am big on reciprocity. Equal give and take. Equal give and take. It's a must. It's a must in any and all relationships, in any and all exchange, within and about. Okay, equal give and take. Okay, matching energies. Okay. No codependency. I agree with you, Marlene Carr. Welcome. Nice to have you here. Thank you for all the love that you're showing. Thank you for all the love that you're showing. I appreciate that. Okay, so yeah, leaning into the unknown. Energy breeds matter. That was something else that I wanted to get into. Well, let me finish up this message. Okay, so do not fear the new. Angel number, spirit number 161 may also be suggesting that you ask for help in repairing or readjusting something in the material world that may be hindering or bothering you and causing anxiety. This may have to do with unresolved debt or a purchase or attainment of something of importance that you are unable to afford at present. It may also be pertaining to a fear of loss. The angels ask you not to be disheartened, but to maintain a positive frame of mind as they are working hard behind the scenes to fulfill your needs. Remain receptive of the gifts of the universe. The overall number and energy here is 8. 8 is a very infinite, tenacious, strong energy. It represents prosperity, abundance, strength, healing. Okay, infinite energy. Okay, an endless supply of source. Okay, there's also 8th house energy, Scorpio, heavy Scorpio, transformative energy, loss and death, physical and metaphysical. Okay, I appreciate you too, Marlene Carr. Thank you, MC Carr. Okay, thank you. I really love and appreciate you too. Thank you so much. Okay, so now with that said and done, okay, I did say I wanted to look into matter. I want to get the, we're basically matter, but I want to get the textbook Google definition. Matter, physical substance in general as distinct from mind and spirit. Listen to this, okay? Physical substance in general as distinct from mind and spirit. In physics, that which occupies space and possesses rest, mass, especially as distinct from energy. Okay, so energy breeds matter. Okay? Energy breeds matter. 2, an affair or situation under consideration, matter. A topic, so the subject, matter. Okay, verb, okay, so that's the noun. The verb, which is the action, matter. Be of importance, have significance 2, which is rare, of a wound, secrete or discharge, so matter, substance. Okay, so a discharge. Okay, so those are the 4 descriptions of matter, both noun and verb. Noun just is a people, places, and things. Okay, verb is the action of. Okay, so the action of people, the action of people. Okay, the action of people regarding energy, breathing matter. Okay, something like that. Okay, something like that. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into some initial channel messages. Okay, I'm going to start out here first from this side. Some initial channel messages. Okay, so yeah, somebody's cheating on you. As I split the deck, they're cheating on you. They're cheating on you. So, and somebody could be like in a gypsy energy. Okay, moving around. Okay, that's not necessarily a bad thing. Okay, but something about best friend here. Okay, there's something about best friend energy. Who your best friend is like really your frenemy. I guess that's what's being said here. Your best friend is really your frenemy. Okay, and sleep paralysis here. Okay, yeah. So your best friend is your frenemy. They said take this one out. They're dealing with sleep paralysis because they're being abusive here. Okay, they're being abusive here. It looks like your friend. They say take this out here. Okay, so frenemy, your best friend is really your frenemy. They've been double dutching in and out your energy. Okay, yeah, those are the vibes. Something about social security in there. These could be like social security benefits, or you have social security regarding sleep paralysis. Something about the acronyms or initials SPSS. Okay, the Holy Spirit wants you to know that you are in alignment. Fem masculine, you are in alignment. AA is significant. Somebody could be Alcoholics Anonymous, or the initials A and A is significant, which initially would be triple A. So triple A is significant. Okay, something about motor vehicles. Okay, Groot, I was about to say Groot, MC University, but Groot here. So you're grounded and rooted, or that could be the Marvel Cinematic Universe, something between frenemy, Marvel Cinematic Universe. Okay, take your spiritual baths though. Okay, take your spiritual baths, showers, however you do that. Okay, that's for you to determine, not for me, but I can give you perspectives. You're becoming world renowned, whether you know it or not. And somebody's trying to cover up some shady dealings here, having to do with mermaids. Okay, so mermaid energy. And it leads back to your best friend here, or that's a friend of me. Okay. Okay, I didn't, let's see what else here. Yeah, you got spiritual downloads coming in. Pay attention to your spiritual downloads. What's up, Diana? Pay attention to your spiritual downloads. You have spiritual downloads coming in. Look here, brighter days are ahead. Okay, brighter days are ahead. Get these spiritual downloads. Okay, milk and honey. Okay, I'm trying to tell you there's something about milk and honey here from masculine. Milk and honey. Come out wherever you are. Usually I take that this is somebody in hiding, like, on the run. But I feel like this is calling out to the chosen ones, the Starseeds, the light workers, the healers, aka shamans, the alchemists. Come out wherever you are. It's time to come out from hiding. Okay, it's time to stop dimming our light for the sake of these shadow dwellers and with isolation. Absolutely, Marlene Carr. And when I say shadow dwellers, when I say it in this form, I mean shadow dwellers, the people that be in that bullshit. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Or there could be a transgender that needs to come out of hiding, come out of the closet. Shout out to my fellow LGBTQers. Okay, yeah. See, somebody playing up here in Magic. Didn't I just say people playing up in dark shit? This got this bruja or brujo. Okay, it's because they throwing magic. Because you're in alignment. You ain't got it like that. Never did. Okay, this bruja or brujo, they ain't got it like that. They never did. Okay, but you do is what I'm saying for masculine. Okay, I saw something about a psychic investigator, so shout out to my fellow intuitives. Okay, yeah, stand up and be counted. Didn't I just say it's time for you to come out of hiding, honey bun? Come out of isolation, as Marlene Clark says. Stand up and be counted. Okay? Yeah, something about Microsoft. Okay, something about Microsoft. MS. Okay, Microsoft MS, multiple sclerosis is also significant here. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. We have alliance here. Okay. Cover up shady dealings. There's an alliance regarding a cover up and shady dealings, and this is confirmation of that, and also confirmation of you becoming world renowned, going viral. Okay, so I want to go ahead and get into some cartomancy. Okay, cartomancy began in the 14th century. It was a precursor to tarot, which came in the 15th century. Okay, just a little quick background. As I became awakened to my gifts and started reading, I started doing cartomancy first, which is using regular playing cards. Okay, and it's more intuitive in the way that you get to discern and decipher the meanings of the playing cards yourself based on energy. Okay, Marlene backfired tremendously. I know that's right, them shady dealings. Okay, so that's my cartomancy. Tarot, we know. Tarot, it has a set meaning for each card, but you still kind of interpret energetically based on each card, each depiction, depending on the deck, and all of that shit plays a part. Okay, so when you grow as an intuitive reader, okay, you're not just going by the meanings of the card, you're also going energetically and applying that. Okay, so that's a true reader to me. Okay. Anybody can learn a suit of decks, a deck of suits, or whatever, and tell you what it means. But it takes more than that to interpret and to channel energies behind the messages. Okay, that's just my opinion. Okay, you don't have to agree, but that's how I read. Okay, we got the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. So, okay, somebody in the shadow with their finances, okay, but they're not responsible here. They're irresponsible with their finances. They're not stable, okay. I appreciate you as well, and thank you all for all the hearts here on TikTok Live. Okay, click like, share, subscribe. If you happen to want to donate, I put my Cash App pinned in the comment section. If you don't feel comfortable donating financially, keep sending those hearts. Okay, so we got somebody just got some financial upheaval here. They're sending you abrupt endings, Five of Swords in the reverse, but this is seen here. This is out in the open. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Okay, yeah, covering up shady dealings. Yeah, definitely got something to do with money here. Okay, so it looks like here, Seven of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Okay, this got something to do with your family. Okay, it looks like here that they were trying to project self-doubt onto you. They wanted you to doubt your gifts, doubt yourself, doubt your first mind. Somebody tried to keep you bound mentally and emotionally. Okay, I'm hearing triggering. This is how they triggered you emotionally. Okay, yeah. Queen of Wands in the upright, yeah, because they knew that you were intuitive, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. So in these first cards, we got 4 elements here. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, Earth, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Air, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Water, Wands, Leo, Sagittarius, Fire. Okay? So we got all 4 elements here in these first 4 cards. Okay, you see all of this though. You're very creative. You're very passionate. Okay, you're emotionally balanced. You're intercepting something here. Okay, at the bottom of the deck here, the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah. They're in poverty. Okay? Unstable grounds. You're being divinely led, guided towards someone that looks like they're moving towards you. Five of Cups. And upright, yeah, there's Seven of Pentacles in a reverse. No addictions here. A moon goddess energy. So this could be masculine that's being divinely led and guided to a moon goddess energy. Divine feminine. Male or female now here. Somebody's in hermit mode here. A King of Cups in a reverse. So this is like a deadbeat energy. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, masculine. Regardless of the gender here. They're looking at you. Seek the divine for higher knowledge and wisdom. We got Page of Swords here. So this is an undercover agent working either for the divine, intuitive, psychic, investigator vibes. Or this is an undercover agent working for the judicial system here. Okay, confirmation. Stand up, be counted. Yeah. There's somebody here that's like, they know about some death here. Nine of Swords and upright. That's somebody, not us. Somebody's dying here. Ungrateful, low vibrational. Yeah, absolutely, Marlene Carr. Okay, yeah, there's somebody here. Yeah. Three of Swords. Somebody's physically stressed, tired, long suffering over this death. You could intuitively or energetically be picking up if you're in isolation or introverted. Okay, especially absconded from your family, you know, like me, I'm absconded, but at the same time, I walked away from them bitches, you know. It's like you could energetically or intuitively be discerning that there's death looming or death around. It's not touching you, but it's touching all of the people that betrayed you, okay, and that were against you. But this is what's going on. People are physically stressed over this death or deaths, plural. Yeah, Four Wands in the reverse. They can't balance practicality and logic with things of the divine. So it has to make physical sense. They have to see it, be able to touch it, taste it, hear it, see it, feel it, all of that in order for it to be true. Things of spirituality. Now, see, this is the oxymoron. This is the conundrum here. They act like that regarding divine things, but they're willing to play up this spell work and magic. Like, make that make sense. Yeah, Two of Pentacles. In the reverse, I kid you not, these are a bunch of thieves. These are thieves. Meanwhile, you in the Ten of Cups in the upright, wish fulfillment here. Queen of Cups, a sweetheart, a nurturer, male or female. Could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Somebody's very insecure over our new beginnings. A King of Swords in the reverse. Somebody very abusive, male or female. Okay, but they're taking action in this abuse. Okay. I want to get some Cosmic Oracle out, delusional. Absolutely, Marlene Carr. I'm going to get a couple of Cosmic Oracle out. Okay, that one coming. Redefine. Redefine here. Redefine. It's time to redefine yourselves, redefine your lives. Clear the clutter from your heart and release those who no longer align with your life's path. Every choice you make shapes your future. Every choice you make shapes your future. Every choice you make shapes your future. Now is the time to reassess the relationships and goals that no longer serve you, making room for more joy and growth. Redirection. I am says to at Marlene Carr Facts. We know the devil is a lie, a whole lie and a whole fool, a whole lie and a whole entire fool. Okay, so let's see. I'll jump down here. Reflect. Okay, R&R. Redirect and reflect on the redirection. Redirect and reflect on the redirection. Okay, you're being asked to reflect on your recent choices. What lessons have they taught you? Reflection is the mirror to your soul's growth. Use it to deepen your understanding and intuition. Redefine and then reflect. What else, Holy Spirit? Okay. What else? This is a big deck of cards. Okay. R&R, release. Release. I am says, yes sir, release. release. Okay, R, triple R's is significant. You are being called to break free from relationships and situations that restrict the growth of your soul. Every chain that doesn't align with your true values is holding you back from inner peace. This is the thing here. Walking away from people, places, and things that no longer or never did align with the trajectory of the purpose in your design. By aligning yourself with opposing energies, people, places, and things is causing resistance and is taking you off or pulling you back from moving forward. Redefine, reflect, and release. After you do that, we have infinite energy here. Didn't I say 8 when I was going in and forecasting your energies? 8 infinite energy. Marlene Carr says different path. Absolutely. You are being called to recognize your unconstrained potential. Listen here, Femme Masculine. Do not allow fixed thinking to limit your vision. Break free and accept the unexpected opportunities in life, for your future is filled with infinite possibilities. All you have to do is rest in the divine feminine energy and allow it in. Allow in the infinite possibilities, because anything that we can imagine, we can manifest. If we can see it in our mind's eye, we can create the energy into matter. Make it make sense. This is how we manifest energy into matter. What else? Holy Spirit. Redirection, all these R's, okay? Redefine, reflect, release infinite energies into redirection. Come on, Holy Spirit. You are being called to skillfully direct others' attention. Not to manipulate, but to achieve goals in reality with precise words and logic. Focus attention towards positions that benefit you. In other words, alchemize. Transmute that shit. Anything that was meant or intended to cause you hurt, harm, and danger, transmute it, turn it around for your good. Not just for yourself, but for others. Being that shining light and example of what it really means to manifest energy into matter. Other high vibrational energy. Okay, is what I'm saying. I want to get into some energy oracles, because we taking our time in this reading here. Okay, in this late night, early morning. At the bottom of the deck here, we have walking away. I cannot make it up here now. Listen to what's saying. 27 is the number on the card. Breaks down to a 9. 27 and 9. 279 is significant. 279. Let me see. What is 279? Is this an area code? Area code 279 is an overlay for the 916 area code. So Virgo is significant, September 19. Okay, 279 is an overlay for the 916 area code, covering the same geographic area in California's Pacific time zone code. Okay, so shout out to Cali. Okay, that's where I'm at. It includes Sacramento and surrounding cities like Elk Grove, Folsom, Rancho Cordova, and Roseville. The California Public Utilities Commission, CPUC, so CPU, computer systems are significant, launched 279 in March 2018 to address population growth and the increase in devices. Okay, here's what to know about 279. It covers Sacramento, Placer, YOLO, you only live once, and El Dorado counties. I considered moving to Sacramento. Okay. So yeah, 916 and 279. So California, Sacramento is significant here. Okay. Energy oracles, Holy Spirit. What are the vibes here? No, definitely walking away. definitely walking away from people, places, and things that don't align. What else, Holy Spirit? Goddess of the moon in the reverse. So we have a feminine energy. He or she is playing up in the moon. Playing up in moon magic, okay? Okay, how they relate to people, places, and things is imbalance. Yeah, world in the reverse. They're not completing a cycle. The world is not their oyster. Okay, this is somebody that's like an upside down energy. This is like giving me polarity. Okay, this is somebody, if this is a twin ray energy, then somebody is definitely on the total opposite of where you are. Okay, but you're in this energy of adjacent possibilities. Okay, possibilities that are interconnected with one another. So many doors opening, and so many planes, and so many dimensions, and so many realms. Okay, 24 breaks down to a 6. Okay, 6, balance. Finding and maintaining balance, subjective balance. Virgo, Mercury, 6th house. Discipline, routine, schedules, things of that nature. Okay. The Guardian and the Gate in the reverse. Somebody does not have passage to the Guardian and the Gate now. It's in the reverse. Whoever this bitch is, this brujo that's playing up in the moon magic Kanban, it's not that. Okay. Corey says, will my girlfriend have me come over to my house on Sunday and spend time? Now, see, I'm not about those type of questions now. Strategy. There's a strategy to this thing here, okay? Be about a strategy, fem masculine. 21. Age 21. To be significant. 24, 21. Okay, so something about February 4th, 2021. February 4th, 2021 regarding an Aquarius. Possibly an Aries and an Aquarius. Strategy. There's something about a strategy here. Okay. Bottom of the deck, whoever this is, they not protected. First chakra. Okay, crown chakra. Not crown chakra, but root chakra. Archangel. Oop. Somebody is not grounded. Okay. Good job. Somebody's definitely not grounded. Okay. They not grounded and rooted, okay, and they not protected, okay. I'm giving the messages now, Taiba. I'm giving the messages now. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If you want something personal, you're gonna have to book a session, okay. These are soul tribe readings, okay. I only do soul tribe readings for free. Anything personal, that's how you got it. It's a balance. It's a balance here. So let's go ahead and get some healing water oracle out. Okay. Healing water oracles. Healing water oracles. If you resonate with Cancer, Scorpio energy, Oshun, Yamaya, or just going with the flow, energetically, water energy, mirror, reflection, intuition, spirituality, these messages are for you. Okay. King Tide. King, masculine energy, taking action, plenty, prosperity, receiving the fullness of life. King Tide. Receiving the plenty and fullness of life. The pink dolphin is in the reverse. Okay, the pink dolphin is in the reverse. Now it says celebration, fun, unbridled joy, open heart in the reverse. Okay, so somebody's not able to celebrate here. Okay, somebody's not able to celebrate with you because they're not in this ebb and flow of natural supernaturality. Okay, okay, what's that? Let's see here. Okay, yeah, the sirens. Use your voice. We have the sirens here. Sirens. Maiden energy. Use your voice. Expansion. Freedom. There's freedom in your voice. There's freedom in your voice. Okay, be a voice for the voiceless. There's freedom in your voice. Okay, so for my fellow Starseeds, Lyran, Pleiadian, Andromedan, Syrians, Orions, Lemurians, okay, Greys. I'm hearing something about skulls, okay, something about skulls, SKULLS, and even reptilian, okay, it's not what you do, it's how you do it, okay, it's not who you, where you came from, but it's who you are. It's not about who you come from, it's about who you are, okay, because you could come from a light background now, full of angels, but who you are is a whole demon. You could come from a bloodline of demons, but you're a whole angel out here. That type of energy, okay? Cosmic vibes, starseeds, karmic relationships, Orions, okay? Polarity. We're not just talking about polarity. We're not just talking about polarity or karmic relationships, Orion energy, polarity, soul growth, conflict. I believe I was just talking about polarity. You see that word right there? It said polarity, right? Okay. I'm slightly flexing on a little bit, but I do it humbly, okay? Humbly. A humble flex, okay? We'll call that a humble flex. Okay. I remember soul plan, the fated life versus the destiny life. I remember Cool Moon Breeze. What's up, homie? What's up? Welcome. Okay, he laughing. Soul plan, the fated life versus the destiny life. The fated life versus the destiny life. Okay, so this here is fate versus destiny. I always say that there's a difference between the two. Okay, although they essentially mean the outcome of people, places, and things. Fate is like tragic to me, in my opinion. This is how I differentiate the two, okay? Because they're different words. They're not synonyms, okay, to me. Okay. A humble flex, cool moon breeze. Yeah, that's I straight up. That's how I flex. I humbly flex, you know what I'm saying? I don't do it out of ego, but I recognize the gift within myself. And I move accordingly, not just for my good, but for the good of others, so that you too can flex humbly. Okay? Ain't nothing wrong with a humble flex. I promise you that. Okay, but yeah. So fated life is something that's not, a tragic end. Destiny, however, beholds an outcome that's beautiful. Okay, both are assignments now. One is kind of not so beautiful, and the other one is beautiful. So, star ancestors, hidden secrets, lost wisdom. Look a little deeper. Okay? There's some lost wisdom here. It's within, but we just got to dig a little deeper. Everything's not going to be handed to us on a silver or gold platter. Okay, breath of the cosmos at the bottom of the deck. My will to thy will, micromanaging the universe. Okay, so let's go ahead. I heard somebody say finally. Well, finally to you too, bitch. Let's get into some tarot, the white and narrow. Okay, let's see what's good. Okay, Queen of Wands energy. Okay, in the upright, so male or female, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. You're very attractive right now. Okay, kind of witchy, so supernatural things naturally happen around you. Some people may think you play spell work. You could be a Wiccan. Okay, but you don't toss magic at people. Okay, Wiccans don't do that. Okay, I don't happen to practice Wiccan ways. I have authority to do magic and stuff like that, but I don't really do that. Nothing against it. I just manifest from the magic within. Okay, so shout out to the Wiccans though. Okay, but people could think that you playing up in spell work because supernatural things just naturally happen around you, and I'm one of those motherfuckers. Supernatural things just happen to me. I don't try to make them happen; they just do. It's a part of the bang to the boogie of my being unjudged. So what's out in this focus line, Holy Spirit? What is it that we need to be aware of for masculine at this time? What's out in the scene? What's being focused on? Okay, so Knight of Swords in the reverse, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Somebody's taking some sort of erratic action. They want to speak erratically to or against you. Okay. What's the number here? 12. Confirmation. Okay, so they're not able to manifest something. Okay, that's an example of supernatural things occurring. That's one of many examples. Okay, so yeah, they want to challenge you, but you're maintaining control, maintaining your territory, defending yourself. You're standing on business here with the Seven of Wands. Energy Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries here. So somebody's talking, they angry, they trying to do something physical. Somebody might want to fight, okay, but their arms too short, okay. They might want to try and kick you, but their leg crooked, you know what I'm saying? Something like that. Somebody could have on a leg brace and want to kick you because they got metal on them, swords, energy, something like that. Yeah, and you the Queen of Pentacles as well, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus in the upright. You're protecting something that you're receiving, that you're allowing, that you're manifesting. 13 is the number here, so that's an ending. What you're attracting is bringing an ending to individuals, and you know it. You just sitting here with the coin in your hand, with the pentacle in your hand, like, look, bitch, it's manifesting, it's materializing. Okay, this is why people think you like kind of witchy with this Queen of Wands energy that was at the bottom of the deck, because something's materializing and they don't know how you're doing it. Okay, they're wondering how you're doing it, but it is materializing energy into matter. Okay, something about mass. Okay, so somebody could be Catholic going to mass or something like mass, matter, mass. Okay, something like that, okay. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus energy. 13 endings, zodiacs, 13 zodiacs, something like that, yeah. And it's visible that people got all these issues at home. For wands in a reverse, home conflict. Okay, just people's home life ain't all of what they trying to make it seem like, okay? And they erratic because of it, and they think it's your fault, okay? But it's not your fault. It's their fault for focusing on us. Mind your business, ho. These bitches, okay, Mitches, okay, man bitches, okay, so these are man bitches, okay. Page of Cups, and upright, you're very blessed, you're being blessed, obviously. 11th house energy, teams, groups, and colleagues. So there's a team of people that might want to bless you, or a team of people that are aware of your pinpoint accurate intuition. They're watching you persevere through something in business and finance here. 7 of Pentacles in the upright. Yeah, you persevere. You tended to your garden. You got this tree here and it's bearing fruit. And you watching it bear fruit. Okay. Yeah, a humble flex. This is a humble flex, definitely indeed. Because a lot of people didn't believe in you and was talking a lot of shit. And you're like, here, look here. This is because you tended to your shit. You persevering through the bullshit. And it's out in public here now. What's also here, now your tree is bearing fruit. Now, how could your tree be bearing fruit and all of a sudden be in the 5 of Pentacles? I don't think that's us. I think that's them. Okay, this erratic ass energy. Okay, because the Queen of Pentacles in the upright can't possibly be in the 5 of Pentacles now. Could they? In the upright poverty? How could one be doing that and they're manifesting? They're manifesting energy into matter. Okay? How could they? I'm going to switch decks here. Because let's see. Okay, we got the focus line. What's out in the open? What's seen now? What's the issue here, the Holy Spirit? Let's go to a whole new deck. Okay, a whole new deck. Let's see what the issue is here. Tarot, the wide and narrow. Okay? Tarot, the wide and the narrow. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, Queen of Pentacles, this is the issue here. Queen of Pentacles in a reverse. See, somebody trying to make something happen without doing the work. Okay, this is the issue here. A Virgo, a maiden, male or female. If it's a male, they in feminine energy, karmic feminine energy. This is a female. This bitch is in karmic feminine energy. Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus energy or replacements. Okay. Yeah, you're trying to get something for nothing. Okay, so this is Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Didn't I tell you polarity? This is like somebody's mirroring you. This is an issue here. Okay. They're materialistic, they're greedy. You know, I'm getting every man or woman for themselves. Yeah, this is the issue here. New beginning here. Roses are significant here. By the way, I got white roses here. I don't know if y'all can see them, but there's a white rose here. Got them earlier today that was giving out flowers. They said take as many as you want. And normally I don't pick flowers, but these were already arranged, so I was like, you know, I'm gonna take them. You know, I might as well have them in my environment. So roses are significant. Red roses here, or white roses. Good. Okay. Get that out of the way. Okay, yeah, but new beginning. Something about you healing your inner child, defending your inner child, protecting your innocence here. It's coming out under the 7 of Wands in the upright. Okay, 7th house, how we relate to and choose relationships, partnerships. So you're also defending that as well. And by doing so, you've completed this cycle. You've closed out a cycle here. You passed the test, the world in the upright. It's coming out under the Queen of Pentacles energy. You ended it something. 13 endings. World in the upright. You ended something successfully. And this is the problem here. This is what people having a problem and an issue with. Something about emblems or something like that. There's something about emblems. Knight of Wands energy in the reverse. What I'm telling y'all, they angry, they mad, they pissed off. Home conflicts and is manifesting in the homes. People's homes, households. Okay? Yeah, Page of Wands, yeah, creating conflict, procrastinating. Okay, it's coming out under the Page of Cups, and we dealing with polarity here. Polar opposite energy, because these bitches mirroring, trying to mirror and project. You're mirroring a projection here, and yeah, an illusion. Moon energy, okay? Pisces energy here. They're mirroring illusions here, but we're intuitively picking up on it, and that's the issue here. It's causing a big issue for these people. Yeah, hermit mode, and we're doing it all by simply going within. Okay, what's up, Just Follow? We're doing it simply by going within into the Holy Spirit, and this is all causing the problem. Yeah, we know they in the 5 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, star in the reverse. Somebody is not as popular as they think they are. This could be an Aquarius, so it don't have to be. So we're switching to yet another tarot deck, because I want to make sure that these messages are clear and concise that's coming through, so y'all know. You know, I don't know if Steven is the guy for you, sexy chocolate. I don't know if they the Connie Kano Angel. What's up, Connie? Welcome, Connie Kano. CC, okay? That's CC energy. Okay. Creating their own mess. Exactly, Marlene Carr. MC. We got MC and CC up in the motherfucking building. I like that, okay? Okay, so we're going to look at some manifested outcomes, okay? Just as Marlene said, creating their own mess, we get ready to see what mess they created to themselves. Connie Kano says, good morning, sweet brother. Good morning, my sweet sis. Okay, let's see at this manifested outcome, because these hoes, they don't never beware, okay? They don't never beware, never. Manifested outcomes, Holy Spirit. Fraudulent, I'm hearing fraudulent. They swear we fraudulent, but they the thieves, though. How we fraudulent, but y'all stealing from us? Make that make sense? It don't. It really don't. What else, Holy Spirit? Manifested outcomes. What? Look, we're not just talking about fraud. This is the 8 of Swords here. Okay, in this case, I'm saying prison. Somebody could be trapped mentally or self-sabotaging or stuck, trapped in a situation. But this is all prison. Okay, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Somebody's trapped by what they communicated. bound by their words. Somebody is bound by their words. The words that they spoke is bound them mentally. Somebody's mentally incapacitated. Incapacitated too. This Queen of Pentacles in the reverse that was erratic, and a Knight of Swords in the reverse. Okay. This is what they got. What's this? Okay, yep. Emperor here. There's an Emperor here. Aries, divine masculine, male or female. Aries placements are simply Aries energy. Taking the initiative. They could be going through a group, going towards a group, a collaborative energy here. Yeah, this is a group of people who passed the test here. You got Emperor, Three of Pentacles, the World, Queen of Pentacles. Yeah. Okay. This Queen of Pentacles could be attracting an Emperor now in Aries energy. He or she, they're attracting. Yeah, the Moon. An upright, more Pisces energy, heavy Pisces. Okay, so we got two Moon energies here. Okay, Pisces PP could be significant. PMP, party and play. I don't know y'all lives like that. It's not what you do, it's how you do it and why. Okay, I'm not here to judge that. Okay, and neither should we anybody else. Okay, because just because somebody can drink doesn't mean that everybody else can, and vice versa. Okay, it's that type of energy. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. And I believe that regarding all people, places, and things. Okay, somebody might like to take a psychedelic. Okay, every now and then, take a little mushroom. I haven't. I would like to though, and I will one day. Somebody could take psychedelics for spiritual reasons. Others could take it to cope, to escape, and not deal with reality. There's a difference in the intentions, okay? And moderation too, Kano. Is somebody gonna say this? But this is not my thing. So when I say this, I'm not talking about myself. You could be on crack cocaine. It's not what you do, it's how you do it, bitch. And if you can't, I haven't personally met anybody that's on crack cocaine that can function properly, but that's not to say that somebody can't, okay? And do it for vibrational reasons, like, okay, it's not an addiction, I'm not self-soothing, but I like to do it just because. That type of energy, okay? And that's simply what it is. I don't care what it is, who it is, okay? People, places, and things. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. Drinking, it's the same thing. Eating, it's the same thing. That's why when, and I get this more and more now, more than ever, but about almost 3 years ago, if not 3 years ago, when I was living in Dallas, right before I moved to LA the first time, I was in, recovering from, somebody, blood poisoning, in other words, okay? Nearly died from that. Went in the hospital, 107 pounds. I've talked about this several times. But, the Holy Spirit gave me this. No one thing or person is all good or all bad. It's the intentions behind the decisions and choices made that's going to determine, first of all, the outcome, and then determine whether that thing is good or bad, okay? We are to enjoy earthly experiences and experiments. Okay, it's all your intentions that God sees. Absolutely, Connie Kano. And I stand firmly on this more and more each day. Okay, and that's the definition of a true leader, is being able to move in the consciousness of oneself regardless of outside interaction and what other people gonna have to say. And I say this and I stand on it more and more. Whether you do or you don't, a bitch is always gonna have something to say. So you might as well do it. Okay, but do it for the higher edification of self and others. Okay, whatever I do, regardless of how people view it, I do, I don't put other people at risk, okay? And I give different perspectives, but I make no man choose, and I'm not responsible for anybody's choices. I'm here to give the messages and to give different perspectives off of the edification of self and of others, not to the detriment of others, not to put other people at risk in hurt, harm, and danger. That's the difference between us and them. Okay, we care about, hurting other people, not hurting other people, not destroying other people. They don't. They're willing to destroy anything, anyone, at any time or place to get what they want, simply to get what they want. Not to uplift others, but to pull others down so that they can reign supreme. No, we want everybody to reign supreme together in our own energy. That's certainly possible. And motherfuckers don't seem to get that. Everybody always want to dominate something. That's why for me, I'm not into BDSM. If you like it, I love it for you. But for me personally, I'm not into that. Because you're not gonna bind me up and dominate me. No, let's go with the flow. Okay? And if the flow leads us there, then hey, I'm willing to be submissive to someone who has earned the submission in me. And I'm willing to be dominant, but not with somebody telling me to be dominant, because that's like dominating me. If you have to tell me to dominate you, that's not domination. You have to prompt me to dominate you. Okay, then people need to learn these energies now. Now, see, I'm on a whole different level here. Amani, does someone have a crush on me? I don't know. Do they? Rewards without ever. Exactly, Marlene Carr. I'm so grateful for y'all on this late night, early morning for being on here, because I feel y'all feel my vibe. And this is what I'm all about. I'm not about judging other people now. You know. And now there's a boundary with that now. If you're a pedophile, if you know, and even some criminals I can get with, because why are you being a criminal? Because sometimes we gotta break the law to get things done. And bitch, I'm not telling you to break the law. It's up to you to use discernment and wisdom and intelligence when I say. Okay, sometimes, hey, shit needs to be done because the law is not in place, okay? Because the law ain't even a law, okay? Thank you so much, Marlene Carr. Marlene Carr says we appreciate you, because the law ain't even a law, okay? And the people who put the laws in motion not even abiding by the law. So why would I go by what y'all say? No, I'm not. I say this again. This is part of my humble flex. I say this all the time. Not everybody get it. Most people don't get it, and they feel some type of way when I say it. I am blessed, and I'm ordained to do what the fuck I want to do. Okay, because the Holy Spirit, the divine, the universe, God, whoever you tag the identity with, it's all the same energy. Okay, I say that because the Most High knows that I'm not going to abuse my authority. Yes, I have the authority to do what the fuck I want to, how I want to do it. But I've proven myself. Not because they purposed the design in me. But I proved it to myself. Okay? That I can go up into people, places, and things that others can't. And I can come out, you know, pretty much unscathed, or being able to alchemize and transmute the energy and to integrate it. And the things that's not working for me, that I can't integrate, I leave it. I release it. Absolutely. Connie Kano says privileges, yes, privileges come with complete obedience. And people don't get that. Why the fuck do they get to do this, that, and the other, and I can't, bitch, because you can't. You don't know how to handle the energy. You don't know how to compartmentalize, delegate, and release. Therefore, you can't until you learn how to do that. And some people will never learn how to do that in this lifetime. Okay, which is another reason why they hate it. Okay. I've been in certain environments and people, I'm doing the same thing that they doing. But the way that it shows up in me is totally different for them, and they can't stand it. Okay, how is this motherfucker over here? He doing the same thing we doing, but they not tripping. They cool. They cool, calm, collected. Okay, we trying to fuck with this motherfucker's mind, and it's not working. As a matter of fact, us fucking with their mind is fucking our mind up. It's that type of energy, and then they can't stand it, and so they want to attack us, bitch. Don't attack us, bitch, because you continuously attacking us is showing up in your life, not the way that you want it, but how you meant it for us. You know what I'm saying? Yes, Marlene Carr, using your own discernment and intuition. It's all about our inner compass. Absolutely. And see, this is the moon here. This is what they don't know. Okay, this is that Pisces energy. This is what they don't know. So this is it's giving me like secret society, but of integrated light though. It's like, okay, yeah, y'all got y'all little dark secret societies, sacrificing people and things like that. See, We make sacrifices too, but we make sacrifices of self. We make sacrifices within. We don't go sacrificing other people unless it's in the term of releasing them from our lives because they don't align. That's the only sacrificing that we do, but we don't go spilling blood and all of that shit, okay? Exactly. Common came about being celibate for God, yeah. And celibate is not only just talking about sex, it's celibate from things that do not serve us. That's what celibacy is for me. Okay, Queen of Cups. Yeah, sweetheart. Nurturing. Mother Nature type vibes, very intuitive. You're connected here. You're receiving downloads and interpreting them and integrating them. Yes, Connie came out everything, absolutely everything. Okay, and you doing this with ease. Look at that, sipping your wine, sipping your Chardonnay, whatever is in there. Okay, your lean. If you can lean with the lean and still do what you mean in purpose, do that. I'm not here to judge that. That's not what we're here for. Okay, we're certainly not here to do that because we could be people doing the same exact things, but with the intentions. Okay, now, bitch, that's fucked up now. Okay, the bitch, you know it's fucked up. So why you doing it and then get mad at the outcome? Okay, in the olden days, the shit would work. It's not working anymore. Okay. Spiritually haters. Yeah, absolutely, Marlene Carr. 3 of Cups. Look here. This is celebration here. This is manifesting outcomes. All y'all, you see, we getting together, having drinks, mimosas, whatever. Okay, concoctions or whatever. Enjoying ourselves individually and together. You see, each bitch here is in their own world, but we're doing it together. Celebration amongst the peers. Discreetly, okay? And see, this is the thing I say about discretion. I move in discretion. I'm very discreet. And it's not the fact. At moderation, absolutely. It's all about moderation and balance. I can indulge without overindulging. They can't do that. They indulge in overindulging. Okay? I don't do that. I may indulge, but I don't indulge in overindulging. Okay? I know when to stop. Whatever it is. Okay? I'm a smoker. I'm gonna smoke. You smoke too much weed. I've dabbled in other things, and that's my business. You know what I'm saying? I have enjoyed certain things that I've dabbled in. Okay, I've never had a problem with an addiction. That's never been my thing. You know, that's never been my thing. And people get mad at me. How could you try this or do that or entertain that and not come out like we came out? Because I'm not like y'all. Okay, I do the work. You know what I'm saying? Obsessive indulging is the danger. Making it your God. Absolutely. And I refuse to. Okay? I refuse to do that. Okay? I refuse to do that. Absolutely. I'm so glad y'all get it, you know. Because, whew, people be judging folk for doing the same thing that they doing it, but having a totally different outcome. See, because we on assignment here. Something is reserved. Conservatory. Okay? Something is reserved for us, okay? It might be that badass 211. I used to drink it. I don't like it. If you like it, I love it for you. Okay, that thing. Woo. Lord, I can't take it today. Okay, but see, something's on reserve reservations. This is also assignment for Pentacles. It's what we're here to do. We do it openly and we don't hide. Absolutely. I sure the fuck don't. Who am I hiding for and what the fuck for, bitch? Because my closet is clean. I ain't got shit to hide. Okay, let's dig up. Lord, God forbid we start digging up in their closets. Okay, I'm not sneaky at all. I'm discreet. I just don't like people in my business. When I want my privacy, I want my privacy. That's what discretion is. Everybody don't got to know what I'm doing when I'm doing it and who I'm doing it with. That's discretion. I ain't hiding it, but bitch, you ain't gotta know either. Okay? Let me see. Let me write that down. I ain't hiding it. I ain't hiding it, but bitch, you ain't gotta know either. Okay? Those type of vibes. I ain't hiding it. But bitch, you ain't gotta know either. Okay? Bitches wanna know everything about us, but hide everything about them. Okay? Okay. Those type of vibes. I ain't hiding it, but you don't gotta know either. Okay, not your business, ho. They get so mad when we talk like that. But it's like, bitch, you don't understand it when we say it nicely. So mind your business, ho. Okay. If you don't do nothing wrong, let me see here. If you don't do nothing wrong, then what is there to hide? Connie. Exactly. You don't wear masks. Exactly, Merlin. Exactly. I don't. Because what I'm hiding for, like, I don't hide from myself. I face myself, so why I'm going to hide from you? Okay, why am I going to hide from somebody that's hiding? Bitch, I'm walking out here in the streets in the sun, and you in the bushes. What am I hiding from you for? What type of sense does that make? Like, you know, and this is the home conflict for them. We disrupt people's home without even being there, bitch. 4 wands in the reverse at the bottom of the deck. These are bottom barrel bitches. Okay. BBB. Bottom barrel bitches. BBB. Okay. Bottom barrel bitches. Oh, they get mad. I thought you were supposed to be in alignment and in alignment. And I am. That's why I could call you some bottom barrel bitches. Okay. It's simplicities like that. You know, they could. You see, fuck thinking outside of the box. We break the box. Okay. We not gonna think outside of the box just so that you can put us right back in the box. No, we're breaking the box. What do you mean? Okay. I don't know what be wrong with these people. I do, but then at the same time I don't, because I can't speak for everybody. I can only go by what the Holy Spirit tell and show me, and I'm going with that every day. Okay, yeah. People can't provide something. If it makes you feel uncomfortable, then you shouldn't be doing. Absolutely, I agree with that Marlene card. Provide in the reverse. See, these people can't provide. They can't provide sense. They can't provide resources. They can't provide energy. These are energy drainers. They can't provide. They're supplement. They're always looking for supplements. I need you so that I can do this. Well, why can't you do it on your own? Okay, because we managed to do things on our own with a gang of people against us. Okay. We managed to do it. You know, it may not seem and look grand right now, but trust me, as we're tending to our gardens and persevering, this thing that we're creating and manifesting, baby, it's massive. It's bigger than anything that you can imagine in that feeble mind of yours. Something about FM frequencies, okay? FM radio frequencies, radio activity, yeah. Communicate. Didn't I just say radio? So somebody's not able to communicate over the radio lines, bat signal, okay, echolocation, communicate in the reverse. They can't provide and they can't communicate. Okay, look, how you trying to get all these things done and you can't provide or communicate, hun bun? Make that make sense. What's this? Confidence, see? We got the confidence that's needed here now. Yeah. And we confident that they don't work or can't work. Okay. We confident that they can't provide and they can't communicate. We confident in that. We know that. Okay, because we can do it effectively. I'm hearing precisely. Inspire. We got to inspire. Okay, confidence. We have the confidence to inspire. We got the confidence to inspire. Inspire the inquiry. Or inquiry. Inspire, inquire. The inquirer, somebody doesn't have memory or something, okay? So somebody's not able to recall or recollect something, memory in the reverse. Anything else, Holy Spirit? Look at that balance. That jumped out. Look at that balance. At 6 right there, we got 6 people there, right at this moment. 6. Finding and maintaining balance. That happens to be the middle number. 666 is significant. And no, that's not the devil's number, bitch. Stop being so childish. People that think 666 is the devil number. Stop being so challenged. So challenged and childish. Okay, stop being that. Balance your Libra energy. Anything else, Holy Spirit? Instinct. Follow your instinct, okay? Your instinct is your intuition. Make no mistake about it. Your instinct is your intuition. I said that before. Anything else, Holy Spirit? Your instinct is your intuition, and so is love. Love is also your instinct. Love is intuition. Listen here to what I'm saying. Love, divine feminine energy. Allow it and manifest it. Give it freely. Well, wisely now. Unconditional love is what we're talking about here. And unconditional love does not mean tolerance of toxicity. I can love you unconditionally and not like you at the same damn time. It's totally possible. Okay? Like and love is two totally different things. I can love you unconditionally and want you nowhere near around me. Okay? Absolutely. Absolutely. There's boundaries here to this. Okay? People be getting it twisted. They think unconditional love mean I gotta take your bullshit. No, it does not mean that. And that's the secret. That's what people don't get. It don't mean that, hun bun. Unconditional love does not mean that. Okay, people need to understand this here. Okay? Yeah, and that's where the power lies, at the bottom of the deck. I cannot make it up. That's where the power lies. In knowing these secrets here about the divine and about energy and how energy works. Okay? Make energy work for you. And not being two-faced. Absolutely, Marlene Carr. Not being two-faced. Now, unless the divine is telling you to show them one face, you know. Sometimes, it's all about the balance and everything, though. You know, it's all about the balance. Knowing when, what, where, why, and how. Okay? Knowing that within and through the Holy Spirit of the Most High. Not from other people, places, and things. Okay? Yeah, we can lead you to the water, but we can't make you drink. Okay, we can lead you to the water. We can present you to the water. But first, it's for you to determine, first of all, is the water drinkable? Okay, because you could be leading me to the water, but you could be leading me to some salt water. Some ocean water. I need to determine, and however you go about determining if the water is drinkable, just because somebody led you to the water now doesn't mean that it's drinkable. Okay, that's when you start doing your spiritual due diligence now, going within into the Holy Spirit. That's the only way. Okay. Yes, this is my humble flex. I am a messenger. I am a vessel. I'm many things in the divine. Okay. But please, don't take my word for fact. If it resonates, you better take it and go within. I urge you to do that. With me and anybody else. That creates the intimate one-on-one relationship with the divine. That creates the balance. That helps fortify your inner compass. That's why can't nobody tell me shit. And if something resonates from another, I let and I go ask, immediately, Holy Spirit now. Alright, I fucks with this, I vibe with this, but show me how and why. Am I showing up how I need to be showing up? And if I'm not, please tell me. Make it make sense for me. Because I'm obedient. I had to learn to be obedient after being disobedient for so long. I had to learn how to be obedient. Is it always easy? Hell no. Okay, but I'd rather be obedient than not. I know that much. And sometimes I have questions. Why not ask? You only get the answers by asking the questions. Don't let nobody tell you not to question God, not to question the divine, not to question the universe. Well, bitch, how we gonna get answers if we don't ask the questions? And then ask the appropriate questions. Ask the questions that need to be asked. Ask the appropriate questions to get the appropriate answers. Okay, we ask somebody, is the sun out today? Yes. But what we really want to know is it hot outside? The sun could be out, clearly visible, no clouds, but it could still be cold as fuck outside. You hear what I'm saying? It's that type of energy. Okay, for masculine. 1, 2, 3 on the clock. We've been on here for an hour and 23 minutes and 4 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're moving in the right direction. Consecutive steps moving forward. Okay? Consecutive steps moving forward in the right direction. Take the consecutive steps that you need to take. And only you know the steps that need to be taken for you in your life. Stop relying on outside people to validate you. Because 9 times out of 10, I'll be nice. 8 times out of 10. I'll be even nicer. 7 times out of 10. The people that you're looking for validation from are not validated from within. The very people that you are looking to validate you, they're not validated within. So why on earth would you seek validation from the invalidated? Why? 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 I just why? You don't have to tell me. Please don't ever feel that you have to tell me. But ask yourself why, and then give yourself the answer when you come up with it. Those type of vibes, okay? Click like, share, subscribe, donate to the channel. I'm working on, getting access back to my website, souldrivensoulintended.com. I haven't been able to because of my second verification of different other things. So after dealing with these hackers, but I'm still uploading to my YouTube channel, souldrivensoulintended.com, souldrivensoulintended at YouTube. Okay, and Divine Divinity. Okay. So I'm gonna wrap this thing up. I'm gonna lay back down. Now it's 3:37 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So 5:37 Central, 6:37 a.m. Eastern Time. So yeah, y'all about to get y'all day started. I'm gonna go back and lay it down. Or hit my peace pipe. I don't know, something like that. Okay, I'm actually getting the munchies. Straight up, I'm trying not to order nothing. Okay, my fat ass. Okay. Not that. Okay. Okay, but it was a blast hanging out with you all. I love and appreciate you all. Shout out to Kano and Marlene Carr. Okay, I love you guys. You're welcome. And I'll see you all next time, okay? Have a beautiful day. It's an honor and a privilege, Marlene. I am. Same to you, too. I am. Okay, love you all. Rest well.